Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Hugs and Yarns. Today, I want to talk about the staring, the usual staring which people do. If I tell you about myself, while growing up, among other etiquettes of life, what my mother taught me was that never stare at anyone. It happened once in my younger age. Maybe I was 11 or 12 years old that time. I was walking on the road with my mother and I saw a man limping in front of me. So when I stared at him continuously, and when he passed through us, I even turned around to just look at him. At that time, my mother hinted, don't stare. And when we got back home, uh, the lesson she taught me at that time, I still remember, and then I practiced it. What she taught me, she said, never stare at anyone. When you'll go out, you'll see a lot of people with different abilities. So that doesn't mean that you keep staring at them and make them uncomfortable. Okay, so just treat them the way you'll treat every other person. Like, will you stare at every person passing through you? No. So if you're not staring at others, don't stare those who are differently abled. Don't make them uncomfortable with your stare. Just treat them normally. That was the thing which I still remember, and I practiced it after that. And now I never get startled if I see any person in front of me like this. So, what I wanted to discuss is these things go back, towards your upbringing. These are the basic etiquettes of life which we should teach our kids in the very beginning of their years. बिकॉज जब भी जो चीज़ें बचपन में सिखाई जाती हैं, इट गोज़ अ लॉन्ग वे, वो हमेशा याद रहती हैं एंड इट बिकम्स द पार्ट ऑफ योर पर्सनैलिटी. हम ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें होती हैं, ये बेसिक एटिकेट्स जिनको हम इतनी वैल्यू नहीं करते, बट एक्चुअली दे मैटर्स अ लॉट. क्योंकि ये हमारे बच्चों को सिखाते हैं, ये हमें सिखाते हैं कि हाउ टू ट्रीट अदर्स एंड हाउ नॉट टू हर्ट अदर्स विद योर बिहेवियर, विद योर जेस्चर्स, और even with your eye rolls. Actually, what happens, what I have noticed personally, that it's not like that कि लोग किसी को हर्ट करने के लिए जानबूझ के ऐसा करते हैं, बट या इट हैज़ बिकम देयर पर्सनैलिटी. जो चीज़ें कि वो इन सब चीज़ों को रियलाइज़ नहीं करते, दैट व्हाट दे शुड टॉक अबाउट, व्हाट दे शुडंट टॉक अबाउट, हाउ दे शुड बिहेव, how they shouldn't behave in certain circumstances. It's just because क्योंकि जब आप बच्चों में ये सारी चीज़ें इनकलकेट नहीं करते, तो जब वो बड़े होते हैं, इट कम्स आउट द सेम वे. जो चीज़ें बच्चों में बुरी नहीं लगती हैं, when people grow up we expect them to behave a certain way. लेकिन होता क्या है कि they are not used to of that. They don't consider it anything like something odd. Means if we talk about the unrelevant questions, like some obvious unrelevant questions, like if you're seeing something on someone's face, if you have seen a black mark on someone's hand, it's nature of everyone. I've noticed that they'll come up and ask, what is this, what happened. तो ये वो चीज़ें हैं. My mother used to say that कभी भी कुछ भी देख रहे हो, don't go and ask. Okay, that person already knows, and if you go and particularly ask about it, the person will become uncomfortable, and he or she might get hurt. So it's better not to ask. I have faced a lot of instances like this in my recent past, from which one instance I'd like to share. It happened यहाँ मेरी एक relative थी. We went to their house and she wasn't at home. Her husband was there, so we were sitting waiting for her. When she came back, she was actually at her friend's place. So her husband informed her that we have come to meet them. So she came back. When she came back, she brought her friend with her, and on the way she told her friend also the whole story about my child, so my deceased child. So when they came back, I was sitting with them and talking and chatting. Suddenly, that friend of hers asked me. Uh, I had my son with me. He was 1 year old. So she just asked me, "How many kids do you have?" I said, "I have one." So she asked me, "Is he your first kid?" I said, "Yes, he's my first kid." So she was like, really? He's your first kid? Continuously for 2 minutes, she was just, pushing me and asking me. I knew where she was coming from. I got the idea that my relative must have told the whole story about my son, my eldest son, to her. So she was continuously nagging me that, is he your only child, is he your only child? I said, no, I had one more, and he died last year. So instantly she said, yeah, your relative told me. I was a little bit shocked, but still I just let it go, and I didn't say anything. But she didn't stop there. She asked me, "What happened to your child?" Then I told her. Then, after my answer, she said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, your relative told me." Then she said, when it all happened, for how long it went, and she was continuously asking me these type of questions, and I was trying, like, okay, leave it and move on. I tried to change the subject, but no, she was stuck on those questions. So I, I tried hard not to go hard on her, but she was not coming slow. So I just started, because looking at her, I had the idea that she might be married for a long time, and I didn't see any kid with her, so I got the idea that she has no kids, but I didn't touch that sensitive topic. But when she was not coming slow on me, I started, like, for how long are you married? How many kids do you have? Then she told me, I don't have kids. And I said, why? Then she told me her problem. Then I said, did you go to the doctor and all? And now she started getting uncomfortable, and I was noticing it. And then she, suddenly changed the topic, and she left mine as well as her topic also, because I really felt bad for her that time. But उसने मुझे मजबूर किया. She pushed me really hard to do this. I was continuously stopping myself, and I was actually changing the subject, and trying to make her realize that these things are hurting me. These questions do hurt me. Please don't ask. But no, she wasn't realizing it until I started backfiring her. When she started getting hurt, she realized how hurtful it is to ask these questions. So she just moved on. I'm not proud of myself doing this to her. But my question was, why were you pushing me so hard that I got back on you? अगर आप दूसरे के साथ ऐसा ना करें, इन द फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस, यू अगर आप रियलाइज कर लें कि व्हाट यू आर डूइंग टू अदर्स, लाइक यू न्यू द होल स्टोरी, but still you were asking me the same questions, and after that, after every answer, you were telling me, yeah, your relative told me, yeah, your relative told me. So why are you asking me in the first place? And kudos to my relative, that the person who didn't know anything about it, she just voluntarily told everything to introduce myself, that who am I, instead of just telling her that she is my relative, she is my cousin or something. So anyhow, it's the end of the video. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.